We know that in the universe of Knights of the Zodiac, there are four mysterious armors within Athena's universe. These armors don't have a defined rank and are a great mystery. But have you ever stopped to think if there is a fifth mysterious armor that doesn't belong to Athena's army, nor to Poseidon's or Hades, but has a power capable of tipping the balance of the universe? Hello, Knights and Amazons. Welcome to the Sempre Quis Saber channel. This is Wes speaking, and today we're going to unravel one of the greatest mysteries surrounding Kurumada's work. Get your Cosmo ready and comment below where you're watching this video from. I always try to reply to all your comments, and I'm really grateful for your support. But without further ado, go ahead and click like, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and let's get into this awesome video.
Sempre quis saber.
To understand the mystery of the secret armors, we need to go back billions of years in time. It all started with the Big Bang, but not the one from traditional science. And without the birth of the divine will, the so-called Big Will, it was this event that spread the cosmos throughout the universe and gave rise to the gods. Athena, Poseidon, and Hades were not born as gods. They were humans who awakened this supreme consciousness first. The hypermyth tells us that the first holy war happened against Poseidon. The emperor of the seas was massacring humanity. His scales were made of an indestructible material called orichalcum. Athena, seeing her warriors dying with only their bare fists, ordered the alchemists from the lost continent of Mu to create protections for her army. That's how the sacred armors came to be. They were forged using stardust, germanium, and orichalcum itself. But here's a detail that many people overlook. The classic division we know is 12 gold armors, 24 silver, and 48 bronze. If you do the math in your head, that adds up to 84 armors. But the sanctuary categorically states that there are 88 protective constellations. So where are the other four? For decades, fans have speculated about these four armors that are ghostly. Some sources suggest that they don't follow the metal rank like bronze, silver, or gold, and they have special functions. And in the hypermyth, Kurumada left clues that these armors were created for emergency situations. Situations where not even the gold saints would be enough. Many believe that the Berenice's hair armor, seen in the movie Legend of the Knights of the Zodiac, Abel, or the altar armor, are part of this group. The altar armor, in fact, has a fascinating history in the expanded universe. It serves as the shadow of the Grand Master. The altar knight is the one who must replace the Grand Master if he dies or loses the path of justice. He even has the power to seal Cosmo. It's that fifth armor of mysterious origin. There's something beyond these four that the hypermyth tries to hide. Here we enter the realm of theories, which make perfect sense when we analyze Kurumada's behavior in Next Dimension and what's to come in the Zeus saga, now in May 2026. There is a legend behind the scenes of the production of Saint Seiya that before the 88 armors were finalized, a prototype armor was forged. This armor doesn't just use ordinary stardust, but also fragments of a meteorite that fell to Earth, containing the blood of a primordial deity. Unlike the others, this armor wouldn't have a fixed constellation because it would be the armor of balance. It's mentioned that Athena always had a secret guardian, someone absent from the sanctuary's records to avoid Olympus's wrath. This fifth mysterious armor would be the ultimate evolution of human armor, reaching almost the level of a kamui, the divine garments worn by the 12 Olympian gods. Remember, you shouldn't confuse the divine armors, the blood cloths, which our protagonists used in Elysius after coming into contact with Athena's blood, with the original kamuis. The kamuis are the pinnacle of defensive power in the universe, and the existence of a hybrid armor hidden in the sanctuary would explain why Olympus is so afraid of human potential. Moody Ares, the current armor restorer, is the only one who holds the ancient knowledge to repair these relics. He inherited this from his master, Xion of Ares, who, in turn, survived the Holy War of the 18th century alongside Doku of Libra. If we look at the events of the Lost Canvas, we see how armor technology was treated with an almost religious reverence. Hakare of Altar, for example, used his silver cloth to channel the souls of all the saints who died in the previous Holy War to seal Hypnos. This proves that lower-ranked or unknown cloths have mystical properties, which the 12 gold cloths, focused on raw power and speed,
da luz, às vezes não tem.
Seiya and his friends have always been the exception to the rule. They elevated bronze to the level of gold and eventually to the divine. But imagine what would happen if a saint with complete mastery of the seventh sense wore one of these 4 or 5 cloths of mysterious origin. Many historians of the sanctuary point out that one of these mysterious cloths would be the cup cloth. In Next Dimension, we saw that the silver cup cloth, or crateris, has healing properties, and it can show the future to anyone who looks at the water reflected in it. It was essential to keep the saints alive when resources were scarce. Another one would be the 13th gold cloth used by the Ophiuchus saint, the serpent bearer. For a long time, Ophiuchus was erased from history. He was the 13th gold saint, but his power was so vast that he could heal any wound and even resurrect the dead. And he began to be worshipped as a god. This awakened the fury of Olympus, and even from Athena herself, from the mythological era. The sanctuary was restructured to have only 12 houses, and the existence of Ophiuchus was hidden in the hypermyth as an anomaly. But the fifth armor that Kurumada hid in the story might not be just a piece of metal. It's proof that a human can achieve the status of divinity, something that Zeus would never allow. A legendary armor, the original armor. The first armor created by the Movians, representing not just the constellations in the sky, but the planet Earth itself. The Lemurian armor, as it would be called in this theory. It would have the most incredible powers passed down from generation to generation by the people of the lost continent of Mu. Therefore, the only one capable of using this fifth secret armor, it would be Kiki, the disciple of Mu. With the arrival of the Zeus saga on May 14, 2026, all these secrets of the hypermyth will be put to the test. Seiya still has no memories, and the search for the past in Next Dimension served only to show us that the rules of the sanctuary are much more complex than they seem. What do you think? Will we see the 4 unknown armors appearing to fight against the celestial angels of Zeus? Or will the secret of the Lemurian armor really be revealed? The story of Saint Seiya is far from over, and every detail that Master Kurumada left in the hypermyth decades ago is finally coming together. Share your opinions in the comments. And if you like theories about the power of the gods and the resilience of the knights, keep following the channel. Thanks for watching until the end. We're in this together. See you next time. Burn your Cosmo to infinity.